Hello there, this is Sandy on Talk of Thailand, and as my opening says, yes, Pattaya is getting better. And why do I say that? Well, just look at what's behind me now here. Huh? A large jumbo jet. And how does that mean Pattaya is getting better? Well, let me tell you the story. Please keep watching and welcome. Well, here we are, just across the road from what used to be Top Supermarket. For those that have been here in the past may well recognise this. And right here we have the demolished site of 6 bars. We used to have the Paddy's bar here and a couple more next to it, and then another 3 bars down this side, and the toilet's over in the corner there. These bars were actually going downhill long before COVID arrived, and the tourist industry was suffering already before COVID arrived. And when COVID did arrive and they closed the bars down, then whoever owns the land must have thought that it's now time to change the plan, because there is a big plan in Thailand, and particularly Pattaya, to change the whole scene of the country and of the city. And I think sites like this demonstrate where they're going to start. So as we head along here, we're heading towards Soi 7 and Soi 8. Used to be very, very popular drinking areas along here. Those that might remember this has been rebuilt, but this used to be the old Dave Mann's Club, and before that it was an entertainment complex. But this has all been revamped with pool tables, etc. They're all covered up now with polythene and shut up, all shut down, waiting for an opportunity for a new beginning, because somebody spent a lot of money on revamping this. And they've done it in a nice way actually, and this will probably stay, because right next to it here, up here, a brand new hotel being built, which amplifies the confidence in people of the future of what's going to happen in Pattaya here. This looks like a nice hotel also. Black Woods. I don't know the actual name of the hotel, but Black Woods, the cafe, is open. And as you see, the front of it all decorated very nicely. Big change for what used to be a scruffy corner set of bars here. This was another set of bars, quite a few actually, going up and across here, down here. It was a big popular place at Songkran, where the people used to gather here in the corner at the bars and do the water fights as everybody went past. But once again, that's a thing of the past. Over there you see the Flipper House, a very popular hotel in this day. I still think it's quite a popular hotel for visitors when they arrive again. But as we look along there towards Soi 8, and then we come round to Soi 7. Now the eating houses, all shut and not in operation. Coming down here, these were all very popular. For breakfast, etc. Rosie O'Grady's. Rosie O'Grady's, look, all shut up, closed. Big sign above the door there, draft Guinness. Not available just now. Very sad. And one of the most popular of all in this soil used to be the Pig and Whistle. It was very beautiful inside actually. But that changed hands around about the COVID time. And I believe some Indians took it over because business had went down so badly they could no longer justify keeping it open as the Pig and Whistle. They do have accommodation above, but following the rules required for hotels, etc., I think there was some problems, although it does have a back entrance. Anyway, it didn't survive and that is now gone. Here, another big bar complex. Looks like it's been tidied up and revamped actually, so this might come back, I don't know. People are gearing up for the future actually, and there will be a future here, but not the future that many would hope for. You can see the revamping and making it nice and clean and respectable. I think the days of the small sexy bars are in the past, particularly in this area of Pattaya anyway. Another one here, been revamped but still out of operation. Sawadee krap. Sawadee krap. Thank you. So still the odd one persisting, and that's good to see actually. But this was a busy soil as well with a few bars around it, and the dentist down there. It was a very popular dentist for tourists that came here. I believe that's still going actually, and people still use it. It was, as I say, it was a very popular dentist. The prices were reasonable when people come to. It was handy for the city centre here where people wanted to stay. But all these bars, look, all gone for rent. For rent. I have a feeling these are these are in line for demolishment. There's been one tidied up here quite considerably. Looks a lot better. And there's actually somebody there. Sawadee krap. And later. And they're obviously doing all this area up. Another one being refurbished here. Good morning. There we go. Soyet's in a very similar state. It's absolutely dead. At night it's all black. The bars that were popular down here have all gone. Nakwan bar beer, I remember meeting a few nice people in there. Females of course. Nothing sordid about the meeting, but they were just nice people to talk to actually. Just let this car pass. Another one for rent over here, as you see. The SP Swiss bar. Now then, I remember that very popular here even in the 90s when I worked out here. Well, here I am sitting opposite Soi 6 and wondering what is ahead for Pattaya when this pandemic is over. Will it be over? Well, all the signs are that the world is getting to grips with it through the various vaccines that have been wonderfully produced and are getting rolled out worldwide. So they're getting a control of the virus. But when will the world get back to normal? Or when will the world get back to a new normal? That's very hard to tell. I think even when all the virus is rolled out, there'll be nothing of significance happening in Pattaya this year for sure. And I think it'll be sometime into next year before we see any form of tourism returning. However, so saying, Pattaya is not stagnating through this this time. And they're busy updating and modernising and getting ready for the day that tourists can come back. So here we are on 3rd Road in Pattaya, not too far from the beach. And the area I am passing now, I believe this to be one of the futures of Pattaya, to do away with the history, the bad history of the past, but set up something new here in Pattaya. This is all recently constructed, ready for when the tourist season returns. People who have had the good fortune to visit places like Singapore and Dubai will have seen similar setups. I particularly like the one in Singapore. It's very much like this. It's going to be a big food court with bars, music, shops, toilets here, somewhere where families can come for a pleasant evening, sit down, have something to eat at reasonable prices, have entertainment, and have a good night out. The food centre on 3rd Road. Eventually they will have everything here. So here we are on the site now. Little car rental business already set up here, utilising the space. I should imagine all these buildings here will be primarily food outlets with tables outside. There's a sales office here, but I don't suppose anybody's going to want to invest too quickly until they know for certain when the border is going to open and when we're going to get some level of tourism back to Pattaya. Hopefully not too much in the distant future. This area is one of two that I know in Pattaya. We're fairly close actually. I'll go down to the other one next, which is also quite an impressive outlet. I am sure this is going to be a tremendous success for Pattaya. It's well thought out. You have it's very central, very close to the beach, very close to Soy Bacau, which I think will become the next location for the girly bars, etc., along Soy Bacau. Although there's a lot of good eating houses, etc. There's a good mix in Soy Bacau. And if Walking Street indeed doesn't come back, which many people say it won't, then LK Metro at one end of Walking Street is already rumoured to be the replacement for Walking Street. with the various nightclubs, etc., for people that want to go out and have a good night on the town. So there we are. It really is a very, very nice facility here. And it will be a place where families can come and enjoy themselves. No doubt there'll be fun parks where the kids can be, and all sorts of things can happen here. A little bit of investment, a little bit of money, but what's needed most, of course, are tourists. They are essential, because parks like this could not be sustained by the local community. They will need to be supported by the tourist industry. I would hope that whoever has built the good foresight to build this park will have attempted to put in some enhancements for people to take up the leases on these properties. As you can see, these doors here, these will be right through shops that you can walk directly through from the street at the side, Soy Honey I believe it is. You can walk directly through to this area here. It's also a supply facility where they can get their supplies in. Public toilets, always a good idea to have these on hand, and to have them well kept. That attracts people too. Well, they're still well in the throes of construction. When I visit places like this, you know, it makes me happy to see that there is a future here for Pattaya. Whether it will be in time for us all to enjoy it, it's to be seen. But it's a step in the right direction, and it will enhance the quality of Pattaya and make it be one of the jewels, the real jewels of the of Thailand and of the Far East, encouraging tourism from all parts of the world: China, Korea, Europe, States, everywhere, Australia, New Zealand. There'll be tourists wanting to come here from those locations. I'm sure there's going to be music, singing, all sorts here. Another toilet area over there behind me. A courtyard. I'm sure that'll be lots of seats and tables there. This does inspire confidence in the future of Pattaya. So let's go further down the road towards Naklua, and I'll show you the other site. Very similar, I believe, although I've not been around it, to this, but impressive, and there's something very special there that you won't believe. But let's go and have a look. See you there. So now we're back on Second Road, very close to Soy 6, which is next door, which is a little bit sad because it's a good spoil area, but I think the days of Soy 6 and its bad reputation are numbered, and I certainly hope they are, because here we have a new facility being developed. And just look at this here. This is called the runway here, and that's a a model of a 747 jumbo jet sitting here in the park. So let's walk down here. This is going to be another food park, entertainment park, I believe, and there's lots of food stalls, and similar to the one that I just visited further up in Third Road. It's I wonder if they'll fit replica engines to this. It looks like they might, because looks like there's fixing points for the replica engines, but it's an impressive piece of work. You see the mounts up there, the engine mounts up there. I think there will be replicas coming. This will probably end up as some sort of cafeteria, I believe, restaurant. Certainly looks as it's going to be, you're actually going to be able to go inside it, which is good. It'll be fun for the kids and for the other visitors to the park. So now we're coming down to the main area. As you can see, it's a massive park. It's not long been under construction, actually, and I suppose with the current pandemic situation, there's not a great deal of urgency to get it finished and running, because nobody's going to rent the space until they know that the tourist industry is coming back. But this is a first good step. It will attract people to invest here in due course. Very, very nice. They have a sales office here. I may look in and see if they have a plan for the finished area, and there's only a short walk further down this way and you're on the beach again. Plenty of accommodation round. Discovery Beach Hotel. There's lots of good hotels in this area, actually. This has always been a very popular area down this end of town, particularly for Germans and Russians. And there's a lot of the more expensive condos, condominiums, not far down from here, and several good seafood restaurants as well. It's a very nice part of the city, actually. It's probably one of the most desirable areas in the city to come and live. I would say if you wanted to live in the city itself, this would be the area that I'd be looking to do so. Personally, I'm out in the on the outskirts of the city, and I have a house and garden and family out there, and I like it out there. The city life does not attract me too much. I like to be on the exterior. I live in what they call the dark side, and the dark side meaning that they don't have all the flashing lights at night and the neon lights. So it's referred to as the dark side. But however, even though it's the dark side, it's a developing site. There's a lot of restaurants and bars, etc. that have opened up over there, but they're not it's not the sex industry bars that you used to find downtown. They're normal bars that do food and etc. They do have the facilities if you want them over there, but most people that live over there quite happily, they're married, they have quiet lives and are happy with the status quo. So let me go in this office and find out if they do have a site plan for how it's going to end up. I'll come back to you shortly. I think we're all looking forward to the day when tourism does return, and life gets back to normal. I would like to go back to UK at some stage and see people there, see family there, and I'd like to see Pattaya come back to life again. But it's obvious that Pattaya is not going to come back to the same way it was ever before. I think many people are happy about that, actually, particularly the Thai people, the government, and the local government here in Pattaya. And it's now a chance for a clean sweep through the whole promotion of Pattaya to the tourist industry. We see many new hotels getting built and new theme parks, and a lot of things are looking very positive. But there is some thorn in the sides. The sex industry will never ever disappear from Pattaya. Nor will it disappear from anywhere in the world, actually. But I think they're going to engineer it in such a way that it's pushed further out from the beach and where they want the tourists to come and see and enjoy Pattaya. And one of the biggest things they're going to have to do to start with is to get rid of soy 6. It's, as I say, that's a thorn in the government's side, and it's a bad image on Pattaya as such. I think they will get rid of it, and the sex industry will be pushed up into the soy bacao area and the bars up there, which are popular bars, and there's a lot of nice restaurants, etc. up there. So they could make a good job of it, actually, and leave the beachfront and this area good for families and good for holiday makers. And if people want to go and see the other side of it, then they can walk up there. But they need to get rid of soy 6, sorry, to get it out the face of children and families here on holiday. That's for sure. So, anyway, that concludes my video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, then please subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you wish. And what's your thoughts on the future for Pattaya? We don't know. So for now, I'll say thanks for watching again. Take care. Bye for now.